What's going on? We back with the Boxing Clinic and more. It's your boy CJ Goodfella back on the boxing grind. Y'all know what it is. Definitely appreciate everybody for rocking out with us with these live streams as well and supporting the channel. Don't forget to check the links in the description. We on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. So check out some of the content we do on there. It's a lot different from what we do on the channel as well. If you want to donate and you do super chats and donate, check out the PayPal link as well to help us keep moving forward and expanding and trying to get this radio show going and other stuff we got going. A lot of big surprises we got coming. But we definitely back with another one. And we talking about, will Gennady Golovkin face Jermall Charlo or be stripped of his green belt, his green WBC belt. And he don't want to fight Sergey Shevchenko August 3rd. It seems like the Canelo fight is dead in the water. Obviously, it seemed like the Billy Joe fight, undisputed fight could be dead in the water. But Billy Joe still might want to fight Gennady Golovkin, even if it isn't for undisputed. So he was stripped of the IBF today. And if he doesn't fight Jermall Charlo or Canelo Alvarez, he'll be stripped of the WBC belt as well. And then Jermall Charlo will become go from the interim WBC champion to the regular WBC champion. Now, before you guys trip out on that, Jermall Charlo said he would rather fight Triple G and become the real WBC champion. But if he hand it to him, he's just gonna take it how he live. He's supposed to be coming back in Houston, Texas in August. So I expect Houston, Texas to show him a lot of love coming back and finally fighting in his hometown. Houston, Texas is supposed to be the third largest city in America come 2020, overtaking Chicago behind LA and New York, respectively. I think New York is above LA. That wasn't supposed to be in chronological order, but so that's something to check out. So Southern Hospitality, he gonna get that support, But Gennady Golovkin said he's bigger than the belt, so I know this one hurt today. And if he really believes he's bigger than the belts, like Abel Sanchez said, he don't mind losing his green belt. Abel Sanchez said they will not face Jermall Charlo unless it was mandatory for them to face him. If they don't fight Canelo, that is mandatory. The WBC will be mad at will and is mad at Gennady Golovkin for not fighting Canelo Alvarez because they want that bag. Because the first fight if Gennady Golovkin wasn't an idiot. If he was an idiot, he gave the WBC 3%. But guess what? The WBC belt wasn't on the line in the first Canelo and Golovkin fight. Canelo didn't elect to fight for the WBC belt because he was beefing with the WBC and Mauricio Suleiman Jr. So we did several videos on that. So now that the Canelo is back in the good graces, he done hopped in VADA. They got a good chance of getting 6% out of this one. 3% from Canelo purse, which is the A side purse, and 3% from the Gennady Golovkin purse. But Gennady Golovkin is pushing for 50-50. The WBC is telling him, please just take the Canelo deal. Take the 65-35 split. We're trying to negotiate something other than 50-50 because we don't want to have to strip you. And that's what they're going to do. If he don't fight Canelo, he don't fight Jermall Charlo next, he's stripped. Abel Sanchez said he's one of those fighters that's bigger than the belt. So for many, many years, they push, we fighting for undisputed. We trying to make history. And he could be stripped of another belt very, very soon. If he doesn't fight Canelo Alvarez, Canelo announces a fight with Danny Jacobs or somebody else for September 15th, and they give him 30-day period to negotiate with Jermall Charlo. He declines to fight Jermall Charlo. That belt is going to Jermall Charlo. Then Gennady Golovkin is just a super WBA champion. And people believe that he's going to try to target Ryota Murata. And if you know who Ryota Murata is, he's a gold medal Olympian winner from Japan. He's doing like 15 to 20 million viewerships over there in Japan when he fights. He's affiliated in America with the promotional company known as Top Rank, aka the Bob Arum, aka the Bob Father. And both camps have mutual interest in fighting each other. So Bob Arum's been on record saying he wanted to put Ryota in there with Golovkin. So and K2 wanted to do that fight as well because that's the second biggest money fight in the middleweight division for him. Because of the Golovkin has some Asian in him. And it'll sell probably big numbers, and Golovkin go over to Japan. He probably clean up. He probably never come back to America and fight if he can beat Ryota Murata and blow up. His popularity blew up over there. So I think that's what he's targeting. But Murata is fighting Falco, one of the Falco brothers. Another Falco brother is rumored to fight Demetrius Andrade. We talk about a little bit of that in another video. Okay, but the Falco brother is supposed to fight Ryota Murata. The Falco brother lost to Ryota Murata for the gold medal. So he's supposed to be fighting him in October from what I hear, unless something changes. So Golovkin won't be next for Ryota Murata. So it's really going to be Billy Joe Saunders, Jermall Charlo, Canelo Alvarez, which seems to be off right now. He don't want to fight Danny Jacobs. Demetrius Andrade, he already passed up on him on May 5th. He told him he didn't want to fight a southpaw. Demetrius Andrade said, I'll fight orthodox. Just give me my shot or give me an opportunity. And Golovkin not doing that. So to be, quite frank, I don't know who Golovkin going to fight. Because if he don't fight Canelo, he got to fight Jermall. If he don't fight Jermall, he lose the WBC belt. And if he loses the WBC belt, and he's just going to try to, I think at that point, he really going to just try to target and get another belt with Billy Joe Saunders. And then he wait for Ryder Murata at the end of the year or next year and fight him and make some money. And I think he could be getting up out the game. He don't have any ambitions to move up, despite saying anybody from 154 to 175 originally. That's what he really said. And then they changed to 154 to 168. He never had any intentions on squeezing down to 154 if it wasn't going to be for Mayweather or Pacquiao. He told Canelo no, and then he turned around in the same breath and tells Andre Ward to come back down to 164 and a half or whatever it was and say, I'm not big enough to go to 168 using excuses. I don't have any sympathy for this guy, man. And I heard some guy say, that ain't right. Why these sanctioning bodies out of control? Nobody wanted to fight Golovkin. What do you mean nobody wanted to fight Golovkin? What do you mean? People wanted to fight Golovkin. He believe in that dumb hype. Golovkin priced himself out. He been doing it for years. He never was trying to fight Andre Ward. He never was really trying to fight nobody but smarter guys he knew he can beat, like Canelo, which he couldn't even beat him, and try to pick on Cotto. He never tried to really go for it and fight James DeGill when he first got that belt. He never tried to really go for it and fight Gilberto Ramirez when he first won his belt. He didn't really try to fight Andre Ward. He tried to cherry pick a Chavez Jr. and it didn't work. He tried to cherry pick Carl Froch. He retired. He never was proactive in really trying to fight anybody of a threat. And now that these threats are his mandatories, he willing to drop the belt. That's sissy shit right there. That's showing you how much of a sissy he truly is. He wouldn't drop his belt because he don't want to fight Sergey Shevchenko when he could have fought on May 5th. That means that he thought that guy was a real threat. Now, if that same guy was a Vanes Monterosian for an IBF mandatory shot, or if it was a Dominic Wade for an IBF mandatory shot, or if it was a David Lemieux, a Daniel Gill, a Gabriel Rosado, a Proska, whoever, Willie Monroe, he would have ran that shit over to them. He'd have ran that mandatory May 5th. Anybody that it wasn't an easy layup to beat, anybody that wasn't tailor-made for him, he wasn't trying to fight him. And now Jermall Charlo is up. Be prepared to give up that green bag. I'd be highly, highly shocked if he made an agreement and fought Canelo and came back and kissed Canelo rings at this point. I'd be highly shocked if he came and made a deal with Jermall Charlo. I think he's getting stripped of this WBC belt too, and show you right. No, that's old school, but show you right. He deserves it. This dude is propaganda in a form of a boxer. He never really wanted to be great in boxing. He just wanted the dough. He wanted the money. He was match made perfectly. 2 of his belts came via interim title. The WBC and the WBA he won through interim title. Champion and recess ass dude. He didn't win those championship fights in a tough championship war. The IBF belt, he beat David Lemieux for the IBF, who beating a damn for a vacant title. Shut the front door. That wasn't no real championship caliber fight. He ain't had a real hard fight in his career other than Danny Jacobs and Canelo Alvarez. He never had a real world champion winning title fight. He never had to grind and scratch and claw for a title. And people in the same vein to say, well, Jermall Charlo, he ain't really fighting nobody. He didn't win that title. He was handed that title by Gennady Golovkin. Yeah, because Golovkin would be too shook to fight him. Abel Sanchez went on Dante's Boxing Nation twice and said, oh, no, we're not interested in Jermall Charlo. If the WBC mandated, we'll fight him. I would love to see him take this challenge on. If he beat Jermall Charlo, good for Triple G. No, none of the brothers, LDBC, YTBC, anybody in between, just wanted to see Gennady Golovkin fail, fall on his face. We had nothing against Golovkin. Like Black Fight fans say, Triple G was given that name by the brothers. And I think Golovkin was good for boxing. But at the end of the day, people got mad because I called him out for his BS. I seen through it. I'm smarter than that. I don't look at this game through a fan's view. Only when I'm watching this fight, I watch it from a fan's view. The business, I can see it with clarity. And I can smell he was a fraud from a mile away. And people say, oh, you just hating. I'm not hating. When I tell you, where am I hating at? When I'm providing facts. When I'm providing for the sauce you to dip in. I'm providing the facts with sources backed by real trio sources and facts, and people still want to, they want a name call because they can't beat me at a debate. They want a name call because I see the game different. I know the game. I've seen this business shit go around 1,000 times before, man. You know? And the same people are going to say, well, you know, he didn't really win the title. Golovkin didn't win neither one of his 2 titles. The WBA or the WBC. That Bernard Hopkins record is whack. But let me know how y'all feeling about the little lengthy videos, man. I'm trying to go a little bit longer when I got the opportunity to. I don't know if y'all like the longer videos or y'all like the 7-8 minute videos, 6 5-minute videos. Let me know what y'all think about the longer videos as well too, man. It's TBC and more, man. And you know what I'm saying, I don't be one to go in on Golovkin. I want to see him do good. The better he do, the better for international boxing, the better for United States boxing. I want to see him do good, but he makes some dumb decisions, like the Billy Joe Saunders decision last June. When Kirchich got hit with the RICO, he's facing 40 years as well, too. The guy who beat Antoine Douglas, Kirchich. Hopefully I'm saying his name right. And they was like, well, you know, we could fight Golovkin in June. And Oscar said, no, you better not fight Billy Joe Saunders in June for Undisputed. You better fight. If you do that, the Canelo fight off the table. Now all of a sudden, Golovkin team want to grow some balls and stand up to Golden Boy Oscar De La Hoya. And now they getting stripped left and right. You know, it is what it is, man. That team ain't too smart. You know, he should sue K2 and Tom Loeffler for fucking up his career and allowing him to do that, and sue Abel Sanchez too, because he been in on this dumb plan as well too, and he left a lot of money on the table. He was with Al Heyman. This dude would have been paid in the shade sipping lemonade, man. But y'all know what it is. Don't forget to check out the links in the description. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, man. Follow me on all platforms. Anybody that follow me on there, I'm trying to tell you, funny memes, fantasy boxing matchup, news, and all types of stuff, man. We do a lot of things on platforms, but it's TBC and more. Y'all know what it is. We gone.